Life moves like a river, carrying us from one moment to the next, its flow both gentle and relentless. We drift along, sometimes barely noticing the subtle shifts beneath the surface, unaware of the hidden forces shaping our journey. We set out with plans and dreams, confident in our direction, believing we know where we're headed. Our hearts are full of hope, and the world feels open, full of promise and possibility. For a while, everything goes smoothly, and we feel in control. The water is calm, and our path seems clear. We celebrate small victories, thinking we've mastered the current. But the river has its own currents, unseen, unpredictable. Beneath the surface, powerful forces swirl, ready to change our course in an instant. Suddenly, storms hit. The boat rocks, and our carefully drawn maps are swept away. The sky darkens, and the world we knew shifts before our eyes. We're left fighting to stay afloat, facing disappointment and loss. The dreams we held so tightly seem to slip through our fingers, replaced by fear and uncertainty. It's a universal experience. Doors close, dreams fade, and we feel crushed by the weight of it all. We question our choices, wondering if we'll ever find our way again. The familiar disappears, and we're left adrift, asking, what now? The silence feels endless, and the future is hidden in the mist. In that silence, it's easy to feel alone, lost in the wreckage of our plans. We search for meaning, for a sign that things will get better, but all we hear is the quiet lapping of water against the boat. But even in the stillness, something new is waiting to begin. The first light of dawn breaks through, reminding us that every ending carries the seed of a new beginning. The journey isn't over, it's just changed course. We may not recognize the path, but it's still unfolding moment by moment. Sometimes the hardest moments are the start of something unexpected. Out of struggle, new strength is born, and new dreams take shape. And with time, we learn to see the possibilities hidden in the unknown. We discover that the river, with all its twists and turns, is still carrying us forward, toward places we never imagined we could go. After the storm, the hardest part can be the quiet that follows. We replay what went wrong, searching for answers in the echo chamber of regret. The world moves on, but we feel stuck, isolated by our own thoughts. Pain becomes a companion, whispering reminders of what we've lost. It's tempting to stay in that safe, familiar pain rather than face the uncertainty outside. We convince ourselves we're alone in our struggle, but that's never true. The quiet rooms of the mind can feel like a prison, but there's always a door. The first step is recognizing it's there. Even if it feels heavy, you hold the key. Acknowledge the pain, but don't let it define you. You're not as alone as you think. The way out begins with a single honest step forward. Throughout our lives, we instinctively run from pain, treating it as an adversary to be avoided at all costs. We build walls, distract ourselves, and hope to keep discomfort at bay, believing that happiness lies in its absence. But pain isn't just a destroyer. It's a sculptor, quietly shaping us in ways we rarely notice at first. Like a chisel shaping marble, pain chips away what no longer serves us, removing the excess and revealing the form hidden within. Each setback Heartbreak and failure is like another careful strike, revealing something new and unexpected beneath the surface. In the moment, all we feel is the breaking, the sharp sting of loss or disappointment. But beneath that pain, transformation is quietly happening. Our deepest wounds, the ones we think will never heal, can eventually become our greatest strengths, shaping our character and resolve. Pain teaches us empathy, humility, and resilience. It connects us to others, reminding us that we're not alone in our struggles. It strips away illusions and shows us what we're truly made of, revealing the core of who we are when everything else falls away. The process is messy, unpredictable, and often uncomfortable, but it's how we grow and evolve into something more. The masterpiece within us is revealed only after the hardest blows, when we've endured and emerged stronger. Our scars are proof of survival and growth, silent reminders of the battles we've faced and overcome. Pain is not the end, it's the tool that shapes us, guiding us toward our truest selves. The breaking is not a sign of weakness, but a necessary part of becoming whole. What feels like loss is often the beginning of something stronger, a new chapter waiting to unfold. In time, we come to see the beauty in what pain has revealed, and we realize that every struggle has shaped us into who we are today. Every comeback has a turning point, a moment when you finally let go, even if it feels impossible. It's the instant you realize that holding on too tightly is only weighing you down, and that true strength sometimes means releasing your grip. When you've fought and struggled, and finally surrender to what is, there's a quiet relief. You stop resisting the present, and in that surrender you find a strange kind of peace. It's not giving up, it's giving in to the flow of life. It feels like falling, like losing control, but it's actually the start of transformation. In that free fall, you discover new possibilities, and the ground you feared is softer than you imagined. In surrender, we confront our deepest fears and discover our core. We see ourselves stripped of pretense, and what remains is real, unshakable. Stripped of titles, plans, and expectations, we find that our essential self is enough. There's a quiet dignity in simply being, without the need to prove or perform. Hitting bottom isn't the end, it's the foundation for rebuilding. From the lowest point, you can see the world with new eyes, and every small sign of growth becomes a victory. The fear of falling fades once you've survived the fall. You realize you're stronger than you thought, and that resilience is born from facing the storm, not avoiding it. Peace comes from accepting reality and choosing to move forward, even if the way ahead is uncertain. It's a gentle, steady resolve that grows with each new day. This shift is quiet, internal, a decision to stop looking back and to trust the journey ahead. It's a promise you make to yourself to keep moving, no matter how slowly. Resilience is born not from avoiding hardship, but from responding to it with courage and hope. Each challenge faced is a lesson learned, a step toward becoming whole again. The first small step forward is everything. It's the spark that ignites change, the proof that you're still willing to try. It's not dramatic, but it's powerful. Quiet moments of courage build the foundation for your comeback, one heartbeat at a time. The story continues, even when the path is unclear. Uncertainty is not the end, but the beginning of something new. Each step is a declaration. I'm still here. I'm still moving, still hoping, still growing. And that's where the comeback truly begins. Right at the moment you choose to rise again, no matter how many times you've fallen. Healing isn't a race. It's a slow, gentle process. Our culture celebrates quick recoveries, but real healing takes time. The heart heals like a garden after a storm, slowly, with care. Allow yourself to feel sadness, anger, whatever comes. Suppressing emotions only makes them stronger. Let feelings flow, acknowledge them, and let them pass. Be kind to yourself as you would to a friend in pain. Celebrate small victories, getting out of bed, taking a walk, reaching out. Healing isn't linear. Setbacks are part of the process. Each time you pick yourself up, you grow stronger. You're not starting from scratch, but from experience. Self-compassion is your greatest tool. The stitches of self-care slowly mend your spirit. Progress is measured in small, steady steps. With patience, the fabric of your life is rewoven. As healing begins, hope returns, a flicker at first. The ground may feel barren, but it's time to plant new seeds. Small choices, learning, reconnecting, helping others, are seeds of renewal. The goal isn't to rebuild the old life, but to cultivate a new one. You're changed, and that's a good thing. At first, it may feel awkward, but trust that something will grow. Water your seeds with consistency and optimism. Protect them from doubt and fear. Tending your own garden is an act of hope. One day, you'll see a sprout, a sign that life is returning. Even after devastation, growth is possible. Healing is a quiet, daily practice. All it takes is the courage to plant the first seed. After the long night, dawn arrives quietly. The weight lifts, colors brighten, and hope returns. You realize you're not just surviving, you're living again. Laughter and joy surprise you, and the future feels possible. The scars remain, but they're no longer wounds. This is your chance to build a life aligned with who you've become. You're free to set new priorities and define success on your own terms. The past is part of you, but it doesn't hold you back. Your scars are a map of your journey, proof of resilience. Look back with gratitude for the lessons learned. You survived the night. Now embrace the day. The new dawn is full of promise. Step into the light. You've earned it. We're taught to hide our scars, but they're symbols of strength. Scars show we've been wounded and healed. They're proof of survival. Each scar tells a story of challenge and recovery. Like kintsugi, the Japanese art of mending with gold, our cracks become part of our beauty. Scars add depth, character, and connection to our lives. They remind us and others of our resilience. Don't be ashamed of your scars. Wear them with pride. They're the golden seams that hold you together. Imperfections make us human and relatable. Our scars are the emblems of our comeback. They're not flaws, but marks of courage. Embrace them as part of your story. Your scars are your strength. Now you stand on a new shore, the storm behind you. Your boat is rebuilt, stronger, shaped by experience. You're a wiser captain, unafraid of future storms. Life isn't about reaching a final destination, but embracing the journey. The horizon always unfolds, offering new challenges and discoveries. Resilience is a muscle, strengthened with every setback and recovery. You're always evolving, growing into who you're meant to be. The person you are now is a product of every trial and triumph. Stand tall and look ahead. The story isn't over. The most interesting chapters may be yet to come. You've learned to fall and rise, to heal and hope. The future is an open sea, and you're ready for the voyage. Whatever comes next, you're prepared to meet it.